Hello everyone, I am Shampa Das and today I am going to talk about asthma, which is a very common problem. According to World Health Organization, more than 300 million people have been suffering from this problem. And by the year 2025, uh, more 100 million people is going to be added to the list. So we can easily understand the severity of this disease. It can attack to people of any age and the people of any gender. This is a problem related to our respiratory tract. When we inhale, the air through our nose go to the lungs and there by the capillaries or the blood vessels go to the blood. And in the reverse order, the carbon dioxide that is produced by our body by the respiratory tract comes out of our body and it is called exhalation. So this is the normal system of our respiratory tract or respiratory system. So what happens when a person is suffering from asthma? The respiratory tract becomes swollen. As a result, the free flow of the air hampers. So the symptoms like chest tightness, shortness of breath, wheezing, coughing, tiredness, problem in sleeping or talking can be found. There are many reasons behind the asthmatic attacks. They are called triggers. The first and the foremost important trigger is environmental pollution. It can be both indoor pollution or outdoor pollution. Apart from this, our daily lifestyle, our allergy to different food, a smell, cold, or during the transitional period of the weather, it is found that people are of asthmatic patients are going through the most severe situation. Our food habit, daily life stress or anxiety, taking of drug in form of medicine, our hereditary problem, all this also can be the cause of asthma. So now let's talk about the treatment of asthma. There are many treatments available for asthmatic patients. The most popular treatment is of course allopathy treatment, as it is very helpful during severity and emergency cases. After diagnosing the patient, the doctor may prescribe uh, quick relief medicine or long-term medicine or maybe both. It depends on the situation of the patient. Now let's talk about the uh, benefits of yoga therapy for asthmatic patients. Different researchers says the yoga therapy can be played the role of the best parallel therapy for asthma. A research on asthmatic patients proves that yogic practices definitely help to increase the vital capacity of the lungs. Another research on an asthmatic patient tells that yogic practices definitely help to improve the peak expiratory flow and the level of stress goes down, especially to the middle-aged women. So through all these statistics, we can easily say that different yogic practices like asanas, pranayamas, satkriyas, or different relaxation postures can really be very helpful for the asthmatic patients. Asanas like Tarasan, Bhujangasan, Pavan Muktasan, all these are help to strengthen the lungs muscle and give a opening chest effect. Pranayamas like Anulom Vilom or simple uh, deep breathing practice can be very useful. Shatkriyas helped to release all kinds of impurities from the respiratory tract. And apart from that, the different relaxation postures, mantra chanting, or om chanting, yoga nidra, uh, increase the healing power and of course increase our body awareness. So at the end, I can say our life starts with breathing and ends with breathing. We cannot imagine a second without it. Yoga believes that prevention is better than cure, and especially in this pandemic situation, we all have learned the importance of having a healthy lung. So, if you have asthma or if you don't have asthma, yogic practices is definitely going to improve the condition of your lung and help you to lead a healthy, happy life. Thank you.